don't know how people live, and I don't knock what people do with their lives, because that's your life. Big J said they swung, and he watched this guy f the dog out of his game. He said, I have...
Tell us the truth!
All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of AlphaRonomy, a.k.a. Dr. B.O.A. Yep, I got time today. Many men, many of you men, are led by your wood. You can't control your libido, can't keep your wee-wee inside your Speedo. You're always out here trying to find something to lay with. And sometimes you end up taking something to lay with and making it something to stay with. And there's issues that come with your willingness to do anything to find something to play with. So we're gonna listen to Suga Free. I don't know if y'all know who Suga Free is, man. OGP rapper, man, from the East Coast, man. Y'all, if y'all know who he is, then you know. First, we're gonna listen to Kevin Hart explaining to Channing Crowder, who suddenly decides that he wants to be a swinger with his wife. But Kevin Hart is going to tell him a story about a friend of his who wanted the same thing back in the day. Why? Because his libido led him to want that other man's woman. So much, though, that he forgot about the possibility of his woman being ravaged the way he wanted to ravish this other man's woman. Let's listen to Kevin Hart talk about this. We'll come back and chop it up on a real tip, and then we'll get into hearing Suga Free define that a simp is simply a man who is led by his wood, which will always lead him into a circumstance that's not good. And then we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip.
I have a friend named Big J. Jay, if you're watching this, I'm going to tell this story. You're probably going to figure out a way. I haven't talked to you in a long time, but I have to tell this story. So, Big J Okerson, it's a comedian friend of mine from Philadelphia that I started out with. And Big J went through this period where he was interested in swinging. It's a true story, hand on the Bible. And he convinced his girl to swing, right? He said, we should do it. And he wanted to do it because the other couple that he wanted to do it, the guy's like woman was, he said like she was great looking. Like I want to do it because I can get to her, like it can be great. And I was like, dude, I said, you taking a gamble. I said, that's a lot. It's aggressive, right? It's not really my cup of tea, but I don't know how people live, and I don't knock what people do with their lives, because that's your life. Big J said they swung, and he watched this guy f the dog out of his game. He said, he never bounced back from it. He never bounced back. He saw, I'm telling you, man, I don't know what your thinking is. But if you get in there and somebody goddamn go double overtime on your lady, you may not bounce back from that. All right, so you need to think of it all. Motherfucker, think about the first step. You better think about 3, 4, and 5. You see a motherfucker sweat dripping from his head on your lady. Yeah, that's a lot.
I don't want to see
That's
that.
aggressive. Ain't no going back, so you need to ask yourself that.
Nah,
okay?
but
Listen, brothers, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all, man. I couldn't agree with K Hart more. Because let me tell you what happens. The same way you just want to have your way with that man's woman, it's the same way that man wants to have his way with your woman. See, because here's the thing. You can do things with a woman you don't have feelings for that you can't do with the woman that you have feelings for, because there's a certain way you want to see her. And that's the difference between the prism of the ism and all these other things that guys be talking about, being a player and you know, and having a roster and doing all of that. All that stuff is all physical. It's all just verbal game and presenting yourself a certain way. But the mental aspect of it is this. What happens when you have a woman? How are you going to wrap your mind around that mentally? And what he's discussing is a man who didn't understand that the same way you can treat a woman that you're not attached to, that other man can treat your wife the same way. And the problem is you've never treated your wife like that. And so when you hear her, how she's going to respond to being treated like that, when you hear the overall animal magnetism of what's going on, you're never going to recover from it if you have feelings for that woman. And that's just the reality of it. So you got to remember, man, to stop being led with your wood. Swinging is a dumb idea. Open relationships are a dumb idea. They're both for guys who are simps. I don't care who you are. If you're in an open relationship, which is in essence swinging, you're a simp. Because if you're going to have a woman in your life, why have that kind of woman in your life? You could just be single and do everything you want to do, unless you're a guy who can't get women unless you got a woman. Some of you guys are like that. Some of you guys can't get a woman unless you got a woman. But I say this to you. If your sole goal in life is to just be something that a woman can call whenever she want to get laid, man, you always getting played. But let's listen to Sugar Free talk about how weak it is, how much of a simp you are to just be on call for a bro. Whenever she want to get down, she can call you, and you think it means that you're great and you're the best she's ever had, and you're this phenomenal guy. It don't mean nothing except for you the easy man. You the one that when she can't get to the one she wants, she can call you. You understand? She can call you and you'll come running. Now, I'm not saying anything wrong with a woman being able to call you, but what I'm saying is this. If it's something where you're just on call and you never get anything else from the woman, you just on call, man, you a simp. The only difference between you and the trick on the street is that the trick on the street is making a transaction, then he gone about his business. And the woman can't call him, he go find her, he call her. You are on call to be a woman, little dog, bro. Let's check it out.
God put this man here to save the world.
What is a simp?
A mother that, well, because it's in his face, she might just want some different dick that night. She might even really like you, but the situation was right, or something like this, and you easy for her to run over. She get tired of that. They love competition. Man, I don't even want to do you like that.
Right.
Man, a bad bitch don't get money anywhere. You don't think it's every day telling that, girl, I got anything you want. Just ask me for it.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Every day, 5 and 10 of them. I got anything you want. Anything happen to you, you need me, call me, and we'll get it racks. And it's never for nothing. You have to understand that. God blessed us with 20/20 motherfucking vision. I'll stop right here. Look at the census Ray Charles had.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, do I need to go any further?
No, you don't. No, you don't.
And he was blind.
But he saw everything coming.
Thank you. So you got mother here who can walk, talk, see, hear, and all that shit and still nuts. Had the same amount of time in a day as Michael Jackson, but chose to be nobody.
Hey, that was powerful right there. That was powerful right there.
Just said el pedo, huh?
Hey, you know.
Hey, shout out to Sugar Free, man. You know what I'm saying? The game to be sold, not told, man. I mean, listen, bro, I'm telling y'all, man, especially y'all young guys, man, we from a different era, dog. We from a different era. Y'all don't even understand what we talking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all so caught up in the impressing bras and doing all of that. But let me tell you something, man. Y'all remember Bandman Kevo, man. Y'all remember he said that the most he paid a woman is $12,000. And this ain't no knock on him. If you got it to play with and you want to play with it, hey, more power to you, brother. You play as much as you want to play. But I'm telling you right now, there's other men out there who are willing to give a bad chick 12 racks, 15 racks, 20 racks, buy her or buy her a car, you know, buy her a Birkin, buy her whatever she want. There's some guys out here that are led by their libido so much that, man, you can't compete with it unless you want to get into some tricking. So you got to judge a woman by her content and character, not by her looks. That's how all y'all end up getting caught up with these bras. Now, I'm not saying all of us OGs, man, that we like that. You look at Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen got caught up with a nothing that bra, man, and wifed her up. And look what he had to deal with. I'm telling you, brothers, you got to understand. So even you look at a cat like Future, man. Future got his mind. He got his mind straight. You can look at him and say how many women he being intimate with. Now he leaving babies everywhere he go. I mean, maybe he want a whole bunch of them. But I tell you like this, you don't see him wifing up now one on. Why? Because they can't be trusted. When you hear him say he's still smashing C, I just want y'all to understand I'm using him as an example because it's the most prevalent example that we know. When you look at Will Smith, you look at how his old lady is with Pac. If Pac was still here, don't you know that Pac and Jada would still be linking up sometime? Why? Because a woman is who she is. And every woman, every bad chick, man, got men who ain't got no game. The majority of men ain't got no game. The majority of men don't have game. And you know what game is based on? It's based on confidence. It's based on self-confidence. And I'm going to tell you, man, this real talk. If all your confidence come from the shit you've accumulated, you ain't got no confidence. You got front and flash. Front and flash can fool a woman like confidence because anything that glitters to us ain't gold. Anything that glitters to a woman is something to be sold, boy. A woman love glitter. For us as men, we can't look at glitter like that. But you can have jewels and tools, man, that will make a woman follow all your rules. But that don't mean nothing. It don't mean you got no game. Game is based on you internally as a man, knowing that it don't matter who this broad is. I'm above her because I'm a man. Just because I'm a man. Now she may go have to compete with another woman, but for me, ain't no competition. And that's where it all stemmed from. And I want y'all to understand, you got to put yourself in the headspace, in the mind frame where you're not around here playing these silly little sucker games, man, where you're not understanding what it is with these things. A woman can always get a man. Always. And she ain't even got to want him, but she can always get him. A bad chick can meet a man, and if she offer him some love in the same day, 9 out of 10 men gonna jump on it the same day. There's very few men out here that won't. Me, I'm not smashing no chick on the same day. Believe me, bro, I have had opportunities and I always turn it down because I know once I got it like that hot and bothered, that thing belong to me. I'm able to get it whenever I want to. You know, when it's my time, that thing is mine. You know what I'm saying? When she gone, it's like I'm back alone. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to understand, brothers, that don't be out here letting your libido lead you. But because like I just put up a video, man, a couple of days ago, Houston and Atlanta, the place where black folk love to go, boy, there's a lot of toxicity in those places. Miami, a lot of toxicity in that place because everybody's led by their libido. Now, that's okay for a woman. Women are always led by their libido. You understand? When ovulation hits, man, she don't give a shit when ovulation hit. Boy, it's over. I'm telling you. But as a man, dog, you got to walk on some type of principle. You got to stand on the principles of the ism, man. Don't put yourself in a position, man, where you out here, man, being used, man, by a woman, man, who otherwise would refuse you. She call, you come running. Don't give you nothing else. When I say don't give you nothing else, I mean don't give you nothing else. Don't even think about you no other time. You know how many of y'all out here, and I'm going to tell y'all, and you may not even celebrate birthdays or anything, man, but you know how many of y'all, man, don't even get a birthday gift from the bras in your life, man. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about the broad man who don't even give you a birthday gift. If you ain't got but one broad in the world that give you a birthday gift, it ain't got to be nothing that she spend money on, boy. It can be a thought. You know what I'm saying? A woman can go online into an app like Canva, man, and just create you a very creative card or a very creative video, just to let you know, man, that you're on the broad mind. You know how many of y'all don't even get that little show of appreciation or gratitude or just the fact that you on my mind and I appreciate God for giving you another year, man. Y'all don't get none of that, and y'all still on call for a broad, man. Let me tell you something. The way I'm gonna beat a broad back out, man, boy, I'm not finna be on call for her for what? And then y'all around here, man, popping pills and taking honey packs and doing all that, man, to try to break a woman back the best you can. And you still ain't getting that out of her. Man, let me tell y'all something, boy. If you using enhancements to make a woman feel good and you ain't getting no paper out of her, you a simp. You a trick. Now, ain't nothing wrong with being a simp and a trick. But you make sure you gonna be that. You make sure you gonna be that. I'm about to ism, baby. I ain't even flying a woman to come see me. She want to fly to come see me. She gonna fly herself to come see me. And if I enjoy my time with her, I'll fly back. But she better be prepared to get a round trip ticket or get a ticket back home. You understand me? Because I ain't got time to play no games. I know what level I'm on, dog. I know my value. I know who I am. I know what level the Most High put me on. And the problem, most of y'all, you ain't got no relationship with the Most High, so your value come from the world. Your value come from your physicality. Your value come from your financiality. Your value don't come from your spirituality. Me, bro, my value is implemented by something much greater than you, greater than me, and most definitely greater than one of these bras. Now, I could say a lot more, but when I look at the time, I think that's going to be all. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. Subscribe for more videos. Peace.